thin herb.
These balls just pop.
Nice chai tips there,
yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
So I've got, I've made it with balsamic. Well, I've cooked it in balsamic. So 2/3 of the way through cooking.
I can't tell you what this smells like.
I've added the
Absolutely
balsamic,
fantastic.
and that's going to act as our sauce.
Okay. I'm going to let you get on with it, guys. Our chefs now have 1 minute to get that food onto the plate. 1 minute. Let's see how they do.
How you doing, Tony?
Get plates from underneath.
How exciting is this? Less than 20 minutes ago, we had a couple of bags of ingredients. We didn't know what our chefs were going to do with it. But all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, it comes alive. Audience, think before you vote. What have the chefs done with those ingredients? Have they impressed you sufficiently? Do they deserve your vote? Coming up for the 30-second mark.
Okay. Thank you.
Now.
Switch everything off. Just switch everything off.
Try a little bit of olive oil, Tony. Just put a little bit of olive oil over the top.
Wow. Just look at the colours, look at the textures, look at what you picked up, all of these different things. Audience, let's count them down. You ready for this? Okay, let's do it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop cooking! Woo! How good does that look? Let's check out today's menu. In the red kitchen, Richard and Tony have been busy. There we start off with Tony's poached celery with deep fried egg and lemon butter sauce, followed by Parma ham wrapped chicken with balsamic onions and garlic on glazed cannellini beans, chicken casserole with courgette, cherry tomatoes and a white wine sauce, and finally deep fried courgettes in turmeric batter with crispy Parma ham and tomato vinaigrettes. Whilst over in the green kitchen, Gino and Clive have been equally busy. There we start off with tagliata di manzo on cheesy sprouts. Oh, what is that? Nice bit of steak there. Clive's pappardella with peppers and onions and salsa verde. Griddled Stilton steak on crust spicy sprouts. Stuffed baked pear with Stilton honey and balsamic reduction. And poached pears in spiced red wine on orange slices. What an absolute treat, ladies and gentlemen. Just look at this food. I'm thrilled to have you here. Thanks for all your lovely excitement. We're repaying you, or Richard is certainly, with this gorgeous, gorgeous food. So pick up your cutlery and get stuck in. Oh. Where should we start then, Richard?
Let's start off with the asparagus that you
Do
peel.
you want to cut that egg in half and have a little bit of a look at that?
So the asparagus is peeled down, take away all the stringy bits, and we've cooked that in a little bit of water, a touch of white wine, butter, and then we've added a little bit of lemon juice last minute, and again, some more butter, made a really nice zesty butter sauce.
It's wonderful because it's crunchy. The egg is actually crunchy. I've never had a deep fried egg.
It's crunchy on the outside and soft in the centre.
It's beautiful. And the celery is wonderfully moist and buttery, but it's still got a wonderful crunch to it as well.
And tender.
Tender, yes, so there's wonderful textures going there.
OK, and what would you like to do?
We've got chicken here, so we've boned out the chicken thigh, and we've wrapped that in the Parma ham.
Look at that.
I've cooked that with the the onions, the garlic. Then last minute we've glazed it with some balsamic dressing, and that's acted as the sauce and gave it a really nice glaze. What's important is you have nice crispy Parma ham on the outside, so we haven't sort of basted it too much, so it keeps nice and crisp. I've served this on the cannellini beans, which I've cooked down a little bit of white wine, onion, and I've added the tomatoes, flat leaf parsley right at the last minute.
Absolutely delicious. And the balsamic vinegar gives it a wonderful tang as well. So with the combination of the ham and the balsamic, and it gives a real spice to the chicken.
Sure, it's all happening here, isn't it? There's
So
so much
this is
going on.
chicken casserole, very classic French dish, sort of a peasant food, and you'd normally go from the oven onto the table. So it's the cannellini beans, which I've cooked down with the white wine, the courgettes, the cherry tomatoes, and we've had a little bit of garlic to add as well. We've added the cannellini beans and then cooked everything together, the chicken breast that's taken on all those lovely tomato flavours. Then we finish that off with some chives and a dash of butter and a little bit of lemon juice, again, just to lift it a little bit in. And then just breadcrumbs on top, which is very classic.
Yes, absolutely. This is much more sort of stewy, wonderful casserole thing. So this is a real comfort food.
Very much so.
Yes.
Very, and easy to prepare for
And I
dinner
love
party.
the idea. This presents really beautiful, these lovely turmeric sort of
It's a
style.
great vegetarian, obviously, without the Parma ham, but I normally use beer. So I make a beer batter, deep-fried courgette and aubergine together with the turmeric batter, and then you can make a lovely tomato dressing with this. It's a great vegetarian starter, and you can sort of fold on a little bit of mozzarella on top, but I put the Parma ham on top just to make it a little
Nice
bit
touch.
meaty.
You could add a little bit of mozzarella. Think about that. Check out the website, ladies and gentlemen. Bit of mozzarella on top. What do you think?
Incredible. There's no excuse to not cook a meal in 10 seconds flat before I go to work.
Okay, Tony. Oh, lovely. We could be talking there for an age, couldn't we? You've got all this lovely fare in front of you, Clive. I think it looks absolutely delicious, ladies and gentlemen. I think you'll agree.
Yeah.
Pick up your cutlery, get stuck straight into that.
I think we start with the baked pears with
I'll bring that to you.
what Clive and I we did, we drizzled a little bit of honey first, then we put the Stilton cheese on top, and then I made a glaze of a reduction of balsamic vinegar.
That is absolutely stunning.
So something like that, guys. Seriously, you can use it after the meal instead of having the usual cheeses and crackers. You can do something like that. Everybody will be really impressed. Then, of course, we have the spicy sprouts here with the melted cheesy steak with chili on top. Then, of course, the other... this one is very simple. We had a very beautiful steak.
Yeah.
So whenever you have a piece of meat like that, don't do a lot, you know, because otherwise it's not point of doing a casserole or something like that. Just grill it and give it the flavour, put some flavours together. That's why I believe it works.
Are the sprouts working for you? Looking for a new
That's
way?
amazing. A new way. I'm definitely going to do the sprouts that way with chili.
This is the pasta, okay? Beautiful. You need to make sure that you get...
He's going to feed you now. Look at this. He's feeding you now. Go on, then. That's enough.
Go for it. Go for it. This is the pasta that you made. Very simply, what we done here, we made the pasta dough, okay, and then you prepared the actually pappardelle, which is the thickened tagliatelle, served with roasted peppers, onion, and salsa verde.
It's so sweet. The pepper's so sweet.
And how about this for your dessert there? Go on, pop that in your
This one is amazing. See, you still have the texture of the pear inside. You poach it. We got vanilla there. We got bay leaf. We got a touch of sugar. We serve them on oranges because it complements very well. And of course, we done the traditional Italian tagliata here.
Beautiful.
This isn't too sweet, which is the trouble with some, sweets that are really sweet. That's really lovely.
Well,
It's extreme.
what you have to do, don't put any sugar. I never put any sugar in the red one because it's no need. It becomes too sweet. Pear is already a very sweet fruit.
Yeah.
So balance together well.
Actually, gorgeous. Have a quick...
He's happy. He's straight in there. You keep enjoying it. Ladies and gentlemen, say it for Gino and Clive. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what's it going to be? Is it going to be a red kitchen win with the lovely Tony and Richard over there, or a green kitchen with Gino and Clive? Of course, the choice is down to our studio audience. I've got a feeling it's going to be rather close today. Please pick up your keypads, and will you all vote now? Let's see which way this is going to go. One side we have the gorgeous steak, and the other side we have equally succulent chicken. Both of the chefs have come up with miraculous things, but how are you lot going to respond? It looks a bit green to me, but we can never tell. Computer, sort this out. Who's won today's 20-minute challenge? And you can see it's a green chicken win! Indeed. Well, there you go. There's your Ready Cook winner's plate. And, of course, we'd like to make a donation to your favourite charity.
I'd love to give it to Cancer Research UK.
Lovely. Brilliant choice. Thank you. Good luck. Lovely having you on the show. Well done to you, mate. Welcome to Britain. You seem to go out to eat every night after work, but when you wake up in the morning, you can remember us with your Ready Steady Cook mug.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. We'll treasure this always.
Thanks very much too, Richard. The food is absolutely superb, as always. Ladies and gentlemen, say a very big thank you for our guests, Tony Sheldon and Clive Carter. Okay, it's time for today's Cookie Bag Challenge.